Hey there everybody, it's Miss Chapple here. Today I'm going to read you a very special story. The story is called The Word Collector and it's written by Peter H. Reynolds. Have you ever read a book and just was mesmerized by a word that you saw in the book? There are thousands of words, hundreds of thousands of words, and some words are just so interesting that you want to learn more about them. Well, in this story, we're going to learn about a special little guy who loves collecting words. Look at all those words flying by. This book is dedicated to Dick Robinson, and he inspired word collectors worldwide. I love that. And this book is being read to you with permission by Orchard Books. Collectors collect things. Some people collect stamps. Some people collect coins. Others collect rocks. Some collect art. Some collect bugs. Others collect baseball cards. Some people collect comic books. And Jerome, what did he collect? What about you boys and girls? Do you collect anything? Jerome collected words. He collected words he heard. My trip to Peru was perfectly pleasant. Certain words caught his attention. So you can see him right there. He's jotting down the word Peru. He collected words he saw. Willow tea shop. Certain words jumped out at him. And again, you see him writing down the word willow from the sign. He collected words he read. Certain words popped off the page. I can see that he's reading The Wizard of Oz, one of my favorite stories, and he's writing down the word emerald. Short and sweet words like spark, bloom, drift, and dream. Two-syllable treat, treasure, motif, whisper, candid, hover, glimmer, two-syllable. And multi-syllable words that sounded like little songs. Kaleidoscope, guacamole, geometry, wonderful, symphony. There were words he did not know the meaning of at first, but they were marvelous to say. Aromatic, vociferous, effervescent. There were words whose sounds were perfectly suited to their meanings. Molasses, torrential, smudge, bellow, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Jerome filled his scrapbook with more and more of his favorite words. Jerome's collections grew. He began organizing them. Dreamy, science, sad, action, poetic. One day, while transporting them, my goodness, look at all those scrapbooks, friends. Wow. He has all sorts of different categories. The Italian, whispery, action, flowers, lots of different categories. Goodness. Jerome slipped and his words went flying. Oh my goodness. As he began to pick them up, he noticed his collection had become jumbled. Big words were next to little words. Sad words were next to dreamy words. I see some of these words. I see dream, cloud, loss, turmeric, cloak, royal, flock, infinitesimal, star, blue, harmony, silent, orchestra, chocolate. Jerome began stringing words together. The whisper, symphony, electric peace. Words he had not imagined being side by side. Savor, dreams, cascading stars. How interesting. He used his words to write poems. He used his poems to make songs. They moved, they delighted. I love it. Some of his simplest words were his most powerful. I understand. I'm sorry. Thank you. You matter. Jerome eagerly collected more and more of his favorite words. The more words he knew, the more clearly he could share with the world what he was thinking, feeling, and dreaming. One breezy afternoon, Jerome climbed the highest hill, pulling a wagon packed with his word collection. He smiled as he emptied his collection of words into the wind. He saw children in the valley below, scurrying about, collecting words from the breeze. Could you imagine just seeing a bunch of pieces of paper with words all over them, just flying in the breeze? Jerome had no words to describe how happy that made him. Reach for your own word. Tell the world who you are and how you will make it better. Peter Hamilton Reynolds. Beautiful. I absolutely love that. Well, boys and girls, I do hope that you enjoyed that story and start thinking about your own favorite words and all the different words that you have learned during the school year. I bet you'd be surprised how much you know. Thank you, boys and girls.